one I'm going to call on a lot of people to help me with since we're pretty familiar with this stuff.
So, Darian, tell me the first column in this matrix.
1, 1, 3.
Good. Alright, Camden, tell me the next column.
3, 1, -1.
Good. Kayla, tell me the next column.
Would it be 0 for Z?
Very good.
1 and -1.
Good. So if it's missing, you just put a 0 in that place. And then Amber, my last column.
0, 1, and 11.
Perfect. Now, if you aren't here Friday, so you've only been doing this for a couple days, this part of your notes will help you remember what to get rid of first. Like you want to do 1, then 0, 0, then the middle one. That's the order you want to go in to make your life easier. Alright, so this one we already have a 1 here. So what's the next thing we want to change? To a what? Alright, what do y'all want to do? Good. So we're changing what row? That's what needs to go under here. And did y'all want to do row 1 minus row 2 or the opposite? Row 2 minus row 1. Okay. It doesn't really matter.
Shouldn't it be a 2 on 1? Or I'm on the wrong one.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and write row 1 and row 3 the same. And I'm going to go through this problem a little fast, just warning you because I want y'all to have time to work together. Alright, row 2 minus row 1. So the first one will be what?
0.
Good. Next one? Try again. Yes, because remember you're doing row 2, so 1 minus 3. That's -2. Next? Yes, you start with row 2, 1 minus 0. Next one? Good. Y'all stop me if you have questions. Alright, next one we want to change is what number? The 3, which is in row what?
3.
And we want to make it a
0.
good. Okay, looking at these numbers, what's the only row that can help us?
Row 1.
Row 1. That row 2 has a 0 in it. Can't help us. We need to multiply this by what to cancel this out? Good. So -3 row 1 plus row 3. Y'all are getting good at this. Yeah. So write row 1 the same and row 2 the same. Alright, I want y'all to just tell me what you would get in this place. Good. Next place. -10. Good. Who said that? Good. You have to do -3 times 3, which is what? -9 plus -1 would be what? -10. Alright, think about what the next one would be. Say it out loud when you get it.
0.
-1. Let's look at it. What's -3 times this 0? Plus this? Yes. Think about the next one. 11. Good. Because -3 times this plus this. Alright, next number we need to change is what? Yes, the middle one. We need it to be what? 1. Okay, what should we do? Just 2? Alright, we could do that, but what's that going to change here? Our 0, right? Do we want to change that? Nope. Yep. Not row 1, row 2, but right here. You could divide by what?
-2.
We could, but that would give us some what? But it's okay. Y'all want to do that way? Or what we could do, we don't want to use row 1 because we don't want to mess up this 0. We could try to make this a 2. How could we do that? Divide it by trying to make this a 2. You could divide this by 5 to make it a 2, right? Or -5. But then you'd have fractions here. Yes, might as well do divided by 2. Because would you rather have a denominator of 5 or 2?
2.
Probably 2. So we're going to divide what row? By negative 2, right? Why negative 2? To make it a positive 1. Alright. So leave row 1 the same. Leave row 3 the same. And tell me everything that's going to be in this row divided by negative 2.
0, 1, negative 1 half,
And
negative 1 half.
good. And these fractions will go away, so don't let them freak you out. What's the next number we need to change? Yes, to what? 0. Alright, what's the only row we could really use? The second one, because we don't want to change this 0, right? Alright. And add it. Very good. So we're changing row, what? 3. We're going to multiply row 2 by 10. 10 row 2 plus row 3. So leave 1 and 2 the same. And I really want y'all to work on this part on your own. So kind of think of in your head what these numbers are going to be. What's the first one going to be? Next one? Good. Alright, now let's look at this. We have 10 times row 2. So what's 10 times negative 1 half? Negative 5 plus negative 1. Good. 10 times negative 1 half plus 11. 6. Good. Alright. From here, it's kind of like you can just go any direction. You can change whichever one. We know we need to change this to a 0. This is already a 0. We need this to be a 0 and this to be a 1. What do y'all want to do first? By row 2 by what now? Oh, and add it to this one? Okay, we can do that. So he wants to change row 1. He wants to make this a 0. And the only row that can help us with that is this one. And he's going to multiply this by what to cancel this out? Negative 3, row 2 plus row 1. So you can leave row 2 the same and row 3 the same. Alright, I want you to think of it on your own first, and then we'll tackle it. Alright, what's the first one going to be? Good. Think about the next one. 0. Alright, think about the next one. Nope. What's negative 3 times negative 1 half going to be? 3 over 2 plus 0. Try it again. Negative 3 times negative 1 half. 3 over 2, right? Plus 0? Yes. Alright, same thing here would be positive 3 over 2 plus 0 would be what? 3 over 2. Good. They'll go away. I promise. Alright, next, what do y'all want to get rid of? Okay, how do you want to do that? Yeah, that's a good choice. We can get rid of the fractions now, but it's going to be a little messier than if we were to do it this way. How do we get rid of the negative 6 and make it a 1?
Should make it a 1? Oh.
Yeah. Don't think too hard. Look at the numbers in the row. Look at the numbers in the row. Divide by, not 6, but what? No. Negative 6. Divide everything in row 3 by negative 6. Wouldn't that make that a 1 right here? Yeah. Alright, so leaving 1 and 2 the same. That's why I want y'all in partners today, so y'all can talk this through before you do it on your own. Alright, so when I divide by negative 6, that'll give me 0, 0, 1, negative 1. 0, 0, 1, negative 1. We're looking good. We just got to change 2 more. Which one do y'all want to change first? 3 over 2 or negative 1/2?
3 over 2.
Okay. What row is going to help us with that? And not change this one or this one. Think about
The
it.
bottom.
The very bottom one.
Multiply by negative 3.
Good. And add it to that. Everybody see that? If we were to use this one, it would change this number right here. We don't want to change that. We just want to change this one. So we're going to use this row. So we're changing row 1 by multiplying what? Row 3 by what? Very good. Row 3 by negative 3 over 2 and adding it to row 1. So you can leave row 2 and 3 the same. And whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and get started. What's this first one going to be? Next. Next. Alright, last one. We got negative 3 over 2 times negative 1. That's going to give us what? Positive what? 3 over 2. And then adding it to row 1 plus 3 over 2 would give us what over 2? Which is what? Good. Remember when you add fractions, you keep the denominator the same. Alright, last thing, we need to get rid of the negative 1/2. What row could we use to do that? Look at our numbers this way. 3. We just need to multiply what? Good. Positive 1/2 times row 3 and add it to row 2. Very good. This will be our last one. So you can leave row 1 the same because it's done. It's in identity matrix. We can leave the last one the same. It's ready. For this one, what's this place going to be? 0. Next one. Next one. Good. And now right here we have negative 1 times 1/2. That's going to be what? Negative 1/2 plus this negative 1/2 will give us negative what over 2? So our answer? Perfect. So X is, Y is, Z is. Good. And this is how all your answers should be. The fractions should always cancel out. You'll get nice, easy numbers. Any questions? After we take the quiz. We don't have to anymore.
Really?
Alright. So here's the homework I'm passing out.
When's the quiz?
It's Thursday. 2 days. So the homework is due on Thursday. And y'all remember, if you do your homework, you can use it on your quiz. Okay?
Same questions?
No, not the same questions. Let's see. Michaela, if you'll sit with Darian. Miles, if you'll sit with Alyssa. And everybody will have a partner. Go ahead and be working on this sheet together. Be talking to each other about what row operations you're going to do. Help each other. Yeah, I would take it. So help each other with row operations.